Here's my quick primer on how to use Craigslist if you're a beginner. Here I'm on my local Craigslist, and if you just go to craigslist.org, usually Craigslist is good about determining where you live based on your IP address and will take you to that particular Craigslist. If you want to look in a different city, then you can use this right-hand side over here and select a different city or state and search Craigslist that way. But I'm going to search for a Honda Element, and by typing it in the search box right here, hit enter, and I can come up and I can see the different listings right here. So if I want to look at a particular one, I can click, and then the full ad comes up. The better ads are going to have pictures so that you can see everything, and this particular person here looks to be a dealer, but they've also listed all of the options included in the car. So this would be a good ad. This would be something I might call on because A, it has a lot of pictures, B, it has a lot of information. Even in this particular case, they're giving me the option to call Carfax. Let's go back though and try to find an individual seller. This one looks to be an individual seller because we can see the photos are made in front of a house, but we do have 4 photos that show the inside and outside of the car, and it's always a good idea to ask for more pictures if you want to see them. They show the mileage, they give me a phone number, no email address on this particular one unless I just reply to their standard Craigslist address. And unless you list an email address, you can be anonymous email-wise by clicking on these reply tos. So if you're a seller, that's a good thing to remember. So I would probably call on something like this. So that's how you search for items on Craigslist and get an idea of what's available out there. You can also just browse by topic by going through here this way. Now if you want to sell an item on Craigslist, go to craigslist.org again, and then click right up here in the upper left hand corner. It says Post to Classifieds. So when I click that, it asks you what is your category. I'm going to say I'm just doing a for sale item, and I'm going to look for cameras if they have it. Well, I'll just go into electronics because I'm going to put up a little camera, and I'm going to put I'm going to do my used USB flash drives. I'm going to take this down immediately afterwards just to show you how it works. Clearly mark your price. So we're going to put here $250 because I don't want anybody in the time I'm making this video to actually see this. And I'll put my city. And then as I showed you as we were looking as a buyer, you'll see this kind of a generic address on Craigslist that you can choose, and it's a standard option so that people do not see your real email address. And then in the posting, I can put 5 used. So be thorough, be honest, and give as much information as you can in your description, and you have as much room as you'd like to add. You don't have to abbreviate, you don't have to have a limited number of words, be as verbose as you want to be. Then we're going to add an image. So we're going to click here, Add Edit Images. After you click that, you get the option here to upload your images. So I'm going to click Choose File right here, and I'm going to navigate to my USB flash drives, and I think they're here at the bottom. Oh, there they are right here. Double click on it, and then the image will be uploaded. So once you see the image, that means it's been fully uploaded. But if your images are not coming up quick, you need to resize the images, and I do have information on how to resize images on my website. So make sure to look at helpmerick.com for how to do that. So now we're going to click Continue. Once you see this circle, that means that it's there, it's finished. You're not going to see the actual image until the next page. So we're going to click Continue. And now you can see the final ad. And you can see that the picture is about the right size. And then we're going to click Continue here again. And then you have to accept their terms, which means you're not going to try to bilk people, you're not selling illegal items or stolen items, so we'll click Accept. We have to answer the captcha to prove that we're not a robot just listing stuff to bilk people. So once you type it in, click Continue. And it says you will receive an email shortly containing a link that will allow you to publish your ad. So my ad is not published just yet. So I'll have to check my email. The reason you receive an email from Craigslist is twofold. One is so that they can prove that you are not a robot and this is a real ad, and two, that you have the correct information for communicating. And if you don't list a phone number in your ad, as I didn't, then the email is the only way a buyer can communicate with you. So we'll go ahead and click post. You have to click this right here. Post the article. So then after you click the link, you get the option to continue to edit your item if you see something's not quite right. So give it one last final look over. You can delete it if you get cold feet, or you can publish it. So I'm going to publish the item. It won't come up in the search immediately. So if you go back and search for it, don't get freaked out that it's not there right away. But they do keep it on their system for 45 days until you delete it. So I'm going to go back to Craigslist. Let's just see how quickly it does come up. USB flash drive. Yeah, see, mine didn't come up yet. So if I decide I want to delete that item, then I'm going to go back to that original email, and then I'll click on the link that was given to me in email. So by clicking on that link, it brings me back to my ad. And at this point, I can go look at it as it is seen on Craigslist, or I can again edit or delete the item. So I'm going to pretend I sold it. I'm going to hit delete, and it says, "Are you sure?" And I'll say, "Yes, I need to delete the item." And then that's it. You're finished, and you've successfully posted, sold, and deleted an item using Craigslist.